Hey everyone, this is Versa BC, and I just want to show you guys a little bit of how I go about doing some of the effects for the show and how we went about making some of these shots really come to life and happen. So what happened is when Kona was doing her training for the Olympics, you'll notice she did some really cool jump moves. She was encouraged to do so, and I'm going to show you how I go about doing those tricks right now. So this is the original footage with Kona being coaxed into jumping, and you'll see here what happened. I'll just play that for you. So you'll notice when you see this that my hand is actually tapping for Kona to come. You'll see my glare in the TV. So essentially what I did is I took some shots of the background and I just replaced that where any of the images of my hand and shots in the background were. So what I did is, I'll just show you here, copied out some of the chair where the reflection came on there, a bit of the backdrop for the TV, a little bit more for shadows that spilled over to the wall. And now you get this really cool effect here, making it look like Kona's really jumping on her own with no encouragement from me whatsoever. Another effect like that was applied to this scene as well, and I'll just show you how that happened. You'll see me encouraging Kona to jump here. So what I had to do was I actually had to take that hand away. So I did that by actually cropping out. So essentially it looks like this. Now in this shot, what happened was Kona actually pauses in midair. It's really cool. It's like a matrix effect. So a lot of people ask me, how do I go about doing that? Where you see N2 walking by and everything, and then the shot starts again. It's a really neat effect. So essentially what I did is I had to make a few different cuts. We'll just take out the original footage. So I have this crop here, so you can't see my hand encouraging Kona. When I have paused this here, you'll still see him in the frame, and we don't want that. So what I did was I just cropped it out, the section where he was actually moving, and then I have it playing, and then I have the line actually follow him so that it looks more realistic with the shadows, so that they blend well with the final frame. And what you have is this really cool effect here. It's kind of like a matrix effect of Kona jumping, being freezed in time, and then N2 walking casually by. And it's neat because you'll still see the shadow of N2 as he's walking along there. So it kind of just adds a neat effect. But at any rate, it's not perfect, but it did the trick to make the illusion happen that I was looking for. A lot of scenes like that where I'll get shadows spilling over, I'll have to do a similar thing with my effects. But that's just something really simple you can do to improve your shots and your footage of videos you want to make. So I hope that helps you out. I hope this little tutorial and behind the scenes really helps you guys with your videos that you make, so you can make them as fun and interesting as possible, and you can kind of get an idea of how I go about making those behind the scenes effects. So that's a little behind the scenes tutorial on how I went about doing some of those shots, and I'm just gonna let it finish off with a little funny thing that Kona did the other day when she was training for her Olympic training. Check this out. She took it off.